Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have arrived at the place. This is Percy Jones. I am that guy with my guardian angel. So today, if you look in the background, that is where Grandfather Jones' house was, back there close to the woods. So many years ago, they're torn down a lot of things and they made it farm area, but that's where I lived up to about 7 years old, maybe somewhere else before that, but I don't remember those things. But I remember that particular house because there's a curve right down here. My brother Milton used to play jokes on us, talking about the curve is going to straighten up if we drive through it, and it never straightened up. Larry and I was always looking out the back window to see if it really happened. But today, so just kind of follow up. Last video I was in Redondo Beach, California, just talking about the impact of the name change. I am that guy with my guardian angel, and today this is going to be the first story of things that happen. But here, I remember we were playing a lot in the yards, hanging out. My grandfather Jones was in this property here. He always hung out with his brother-in-law, Uncle Jesse Freeman. And some of the things I remember is, he would tell me to take some slop, which is leftover food, take it down and feed the pigs. And but they always would say, don't get in the pan. Just make sure you pour it into the trough, the little bucket they have for eating. And so this particular day, I walked down there, and so there was chicken hanging around outside. And so I poured the stuff into the bucket, and the hogs, rather not pigs, it was the hogs. Hogs began to eat, and the chicken jumped in there to try to get some for himself, and as soon as he jumped in and landed, the hog jumped on him and ate him up. Now, it might have been traumatic, I don't remember if it was or not, but I was about 6 years old, maybe 7, somewhere around there. Other things, Uncle Jesse and Granddaddy used to go hunting all the time. They'll come back and they have squirrels hanging out in the pocket, out of the back pocket. Their tails will be hanging out. So exciting times. There's some other things that happen here, but I'm going to talk about the guardian angel incident. So one Saturday, I'm sure it was a weekend, with my mom and dad, we went downtown. We went to the 5 and dime store. So while we in there, they had these little 5-cent watches. And so I picked up the watch, and the watch was ticking. That's what I heard anyway, that it was ticking. So I begged and pleaded for my mom to buy me the watch. I said, Mom, please. And after begging and pleading for a long time, she bought the watch. She said, so I need you to take your watch and go and get in the car and wait for us till we come out. So I go outside. We was in a blue 1950 or 51 Ford or something like that. So I go get in the car, in the back seat I'm sitting, there's some toys back there I'm playing with and stuff like that. And so I sit there maybe, I don't know how much time, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes maybe. But I see my dad and mom coming out, and they're coming towards the car, and they come up to me and said, hey, you're in somebody else's car. I said, oh. So that's the impact. I was in somebody else's car. What direction could this have gone? Let's just go down the rabbit trail a little bit. They've come out there, they asked me what's my mom's name. I would just say Mom, because I didn't know my mother's name at that time or now. I just knew Mom. If I knew my last name, I'm not sure. So I might have said Jones, but I know we call everybody by their first name. So it could have gone all kinds of directions, but it didn't. And that was, looking back, reflecting back, that was the first time that something really out of the ordinary happened. I thought about these things later in life, and I just always was just curious about it. And then as I began to realized that I had a guardian angel, I know that somebody was looking over me or looking over mom or looking over her kids or something like that. But I always said I had my personal guardian angel because in one of the church service, I said, pastor was saying that we all have our own guardian angel. And so you're going to be seeing a car pass by in a few minutes. I wanted to not have that happen, but you know, on the highway, you can't control stuff like that. So, and we're going to wave them as they go by. This is down in Cortland, Virginia. And, so just, I was spinning around just a little bit, the view, trying not to mess up things. Because the street where I'm at, they got fields too. And I remember up the street there, you're looking up the street, that there was a creek down on the right, on the left-hand side. And over here too, where you see that little bunch of trees, is where the driveway was. And we were maybe like, I don't know, 10 or 15 feet back there. So, guardian angel, and I know these are things that happen to a lot of people. They think about it, they don't realize it, but I'm gonna keep this one short because I'm on somebody else's property and I don't want them to come out here and think that I'm trying to do something illegal. So, you can reach out to me at at iam.thatguy.percy@gmail.com. Again, iam.thatguy.percy@gmail.com. This was the first incident that I remember. I was about 6 or 7 years old. There was some other things that happened, but I'm gonna keep this one short to the point today. Signing off now. Hope y'all enjoy my, thank you for all those who are following me on my YouTube. I will be coming really live tomorrow, which is going to be Sunday. Today is dated July the 5th. I have videos up there, but I'm going to send out the links to everybody. Signing off. Have a great day.